My name is Josh McLean. I come from Oakland, California, but I'm originally from Indiana. I came here for a lot of reasons. I was very depressed. I was working for a good company, but in sort of tech in San Francisco. But I'm a musician. I play the cello. That's what I've aspired to do since I was younger. And so I've done most things except the things that I really like. So I wanted to come here and get some clarity on all that, because the cycles of my life at that time didn't seem sustainable. So I can't tell if it was the ayahuasca or the integrative practices, because they kind of really blended very nicely. There are a lot of classes here on mindfulness meditation, which I'd always, I thought about it a lot. I'm like, mindfulness meditation is something I should probably do. But I got to actually engage in some of that here, and it was so complementary to the work we're doing with ayahuasca, because working with ayahuasca is, in a way, its own kind of mindfulness meditation. So I don't know if I was getting there because I had already worked with the classes, or if I was there because of the ayahuasca. But meditation and ayahuasca go very well hand in hand. And I just think the fact that with the 30-day deep immersion, you get a little bit of time in between each ceremony. So that in and of itself is a type of integration, because sometimes the ceremonies are very intense and you learn a lot. And the day afterwards, I sometimes I don't know what happened. But maybe the day after that, when we're not drinking, I really have a lot of time to write about it and process it. And usually by the time the next ceremony rolls around, I've actually fully integrated that experience. But for me, having the time in between was very, very important. We had different classes on finding out about ourselves. I'd never gone to therapy. I did a lot of that here. The ayahuasca was therapy. We did a lot of self-inquiry classes, which is therapy. We did group shares. I cried in front of people, which felt really good. I cried most of the month, which felt really good. I just was able to get so much out, not just from the actual ceremony itself, but from working with the facilitators, who are beautiful people. If you ever get to meet them, they have this compassion in their eyes that is just never ending, and makes you feel really comfortable. So I guess this medicine has changed my relationship with myself, and literally just showing me who I am. Right? There's so much kind of in between that we don't really know about, right? There's they talk about shadow work here, and there's the you, again, like this, essentially like a beautiful being of light, and then there's just all this stuff in between. And so for the first time in a very long time, I got to kind of see myself without all that stuff. And so it's really profound to have that experience, to really see who you are. So yeah, it was really powerful work to be able to have access to that. So yeah, I have a lot more love for myself. And not, the depression that I had is kind of subsided to / gone. And all I want to do, there's all this stuff that I experienced or saw or wrote about, but essentially it comes down to I want to go home and live a life that I'm proud of. So, yeah. And the Temple of the Way of Life is like a university that gives you the tools to handle the human experience. That's pretty cool.